Chief Meteorologist Kate McKenna joins us live now from the Storm Tracker Weather Center. Kate, what would the impacts be of permanent daylight saving time?
Well, you'll really feel this in December and January, specifically late December, early January. It's the biggest change with the later sunrises, but also later sunsets. With that adjustment here, without falling back, that means that our latest sunrise in Huntsville would be at 7:54. That does happen for a few days in early January. Puts the kids maybe waiting for the bus in the dark for a little bit. But remember, it's going to be twilight before then. Now, the earliest sunset, here's a big benefit. 5:35 in early December rather than 4:35 when we fall back. So kind of a catch-22 here. There's a benefit and a little bit of a drawback with those later sunrises. But again, that's what we'll be experiencing in Huntsville if that does go through. Now, this is something else that we'll likely be experiencing in Huntsville over the next couple of days, specifically Friday, that chance for severe weather. It's an outlined risk for all of North Alabama. I will show you what that looks like. 2 rounds of rain and potentially stronger storms. So let's focus on the here now. The WAAY 31 Storm Tracker early warning radar network not showing anything currently after a few downpours and thunderstorms earlier today. Across the WAAY 31 Thompson Roofing and Construction Skycam network, 55 degrees in Muscle Shoals, 53 in Decatur. We're at 51 in Guntersville. While we did have quite a bit of cloud cover in place, that's really eroded over the past half hour to an hour or so. But with the clearing sky and damp ground, we're starting to see some fog. Visibility down to half a mile at the airport in Huntsville and in Scottsboro and in Fort Payne. More of the same in Coleman. I can tell you there is a very large dense fog advisory just to our south. We may be looking at that for our area too, depending on how widespread that dense fog becomes. Heading out the door tomorrow morning for St. Patrick's Day, we hold on to that low cloud cover. Temperatures starting in the lower 50s by the afternoon. We've got highs in the lower 70s. You got some after work plans looking pretty good for that, staying mild, staying dry, and we will be seeing some sunshine as the day goes on. So I mentioned to you at the beginning of this forecast that chance for severe weather. That's because I don't want you to go through Friday thinking that this round of rain that we have in the morning is all that we have to worry about. So through the rest of tomorrow, pretty quiet, more of the same through the first part of tomorrow night. By Friday morning, we start to have a few showers working their way in here, and then we're left with this, a line of very heavy rain moving in, and it's slowed down just a little bit, but I do think this is going to have an impact on your morning commute. There's 10 o'clock. By this point, the heavier rain is east of I-65. That continues tracking eastward. And by later in the afternoon, we see this. If we can get just a little bit of clearing, that cold front can be the focusing mechanism here for some strong to severe storms. You see it indicated here in that simulated radar by 4 o'clock, now all the way to 6 o'clock. This is coming again just ahead of the cold front. And while all of this is going to be diminishing by Friday night, there is the chance for some at least damaging wind, perhaps a tornado or two. That's not really mentioned in the outlined risk at this point, but it is something that I do see in the data as a possibility. So keep that in mind with that severe threat on Friday. We're done with the active weather for the weekend. Temperatures drop down to 60 degrees Saturday morning, or I should say Saturday afternoon. It's 46 Saturday morning, 68 Sunday. We're warmer again on Monday. Our next chance for severe weather comes on Tuesday. That's a risk that we're not included in right now because there's a little bit too much uncertainty when it comes to the timing and placement of that severe threat. But I'd be watching for Tuesday night into Wednesday for that next possibility for severe weather in North Alabama.